welcome to another episode of Ask the Doc on Buzz TV. I'm your host, Pam Vasilevskis, and today I welcome Danny Williamson with Integrative Family Medicine. Welcome, Danny.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here.
Well, I'm excited to have you. You have got so much going on. First of all, tell us about your practice and what your mission is.
Oh my goodness. So integrative family medicine, I help patients heal their chronic lifestyle disease they were not born with, diseases they turn on, by healing the gut and decreasing inflammation. It's as simple and as complicated as that right there.
And what, if I may, what is your training, your formal training?
I'm a family nurse practitioner and traditional allopathic medicine. And 11 years ago, I stepped out of the boat after taking a job with a clinic that practiced functional medicine. And I realized that, wow, we were not helping people. We're not helping anyone, hardly, in traditional allopathic medicine. We're never getting to the root cause of what the patient's disease is. And for me, it was lupus and irritable bowel syndrome. I wasn't born with either one of those. I turned those on through decades of dysfunction. And so that's how I got started in it. And I've never looked back. And I opened my own practice 7 years ago. And it has been a wild ride ever since. And when you actually help patients get to the root of what their disease is, there's such gratitude from the patient and such gratification on our part of helping people realize that they weren't born broken, and whatever they've turned on, they can turn off, or at the very least dial back greatly. And it's what I do all day, every day, by helping people control what's at the end of their fork, because that's way more powerful than what's at the bottom of your pill bottle, always.
If you could give 2 or 3 words of advice that pretty much applies to everybody, what would those be?
You need to decrease inflammation in your body immediately. Inflammation is the root of all chronic lifestyle disease. And so how do you do that? You change your diet. And if I were going to ask a patient to cut out something, it would be gluten, dairy, sugar, gluten, dairy, sugar. Those 3 things, those white devils, I call them, are the root of so much systemic inflammation. So you learn about what gluten, dairy, sugar is, and you begin to decrease that. And then you move your body. Our body is designed to be moved. And we've been given 18 months this last year to be able to get things into perspective and to start cooking at home and moving our bodies more. Some of us took advantage of that. Some of us did not. They chose comfort food or packaged processed foods. So clean up the diet, eat an anti-inflammatory diet. Google that if you don't know what that is, a Mediterranean diet, and start moving your body. Those are 2 things that will begin to decrease inflammation in your body very quickly.
Well, I can say happily, I have personally tried to have a Mediterranean diet and followed several of the tenets that you propose. Absolutely. Interestingly, my husband and I were just on a trip, and it was a long drive, and we totally went off the wagon as far as eating well on that drive, and I am paying for it. So it just reminds you of how important what you put in your mouth is to your overall feeling of well-being. So thank you so much for promoting that. It seems so basic, and yet, you know, we talk about taking medicine. I mean, you're putting that in your mouth and it's supposed to make you feel better, but the first and foremost thing is food, right? So I know I'm telling you exactly what yes, whether it's good or bad, you're going to feel it.
That's exactly right. And the sooner you heal the gut and you begin to feel better when you cheat, like you did, you went on a road trip. We can't be perfect always, but once you begin to heal your body and it starts riding ship and getting back into homeostasis, and you do cheat, you will feel it because you're not used to living in that chronic state of inflammation anymore. So you'll notice it real quickly when you cheat, but then you want to get right back on track, don't you?
I sure have, and I have gotten back on track. I feel so much better today. Excuse me, than I did yesterday. So, so in the time we have left, I know you have an exciting book coming out. Can you tell us about that? Wild and Well.
Oh, I do. I'm so excited. It comes out in 49 days. You just told me. So it's 49 days. And this is the book. This is a book of common sense, practical medicine, my 6 steps to healing: eat well, sleep well, move well, poop well, decrease stress, cultivate community. Common sense, practical medicine that anyone could read. Anyone from small town Western Kentucky, like I grew up in, to somebody who's in Cambridge, Massachusetts at Harvard could understand that this is not rocket science. Your body's designed to heal, and it is dedicated to each chapter each chapter is dedicated to each step of healing. And then the first part of the book is on adverse childhood experiences, childhood trauma, what happens to you in childhood before the age of 18 that could set you up for a lifestyle of a lifetime of chronic disease. It's an amazing book, and I'm blessed, and I can't wait until it's released worldwide November the 9th.
And if our viewers are interested in ordering a book, where would they go?
Anywhere you buy your books. Amazon, Barnes & Noble picked it up, Books A Million, Parnassus Books, Powell Books. It's anywhere you buy your books online right now. It's available already, though, for ebook on Amazon, so you could actually download it today and read it and review it before you actually get the hardback or the hard copy of it. So anywhere you buy books.
Outstanding. Well, congratulations, Danny, on your upcoming book and on your practice. I know you are making a huge impact in the lives of so many people, your patients, as well as those who are fortunate enough to look at your YouTube station or read your book that's coming out. So thank you so much for being with us today. If you'd like to learn more about Danny Williamson and integrative family medicine, go to iwannabuzz.com, and remember, keep smiling.